What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. All right, man, look. So, June, DAZN, Madison Square Garden, Anthony Joshua versus Big Baby Miller. Yes, I am happy. I am excited. I'm excited for Anthony Joshua. I guess Big Baby isn't going to the NFL, man. He was blowing smoke. I'm excited about Anthony Joshua coming over to the States and entering our market. I know the whole, how big he is in the UK. I understand that market. But the truth of the matter is he needed to cross platforms because in the States, we don't know him the way, they know him in the UK. He's a big deal out there. But the casual fan in the States need to get to know him. He needed to do that. Go on ESPN. He needed to come out here. He needed to fight out here in Madison Square Garden. Let people know who he is so this fight against Deontay Wilder can be even bigger. But this is what I want to say. This is what I really want to say. I have been a huge critic of Anthony Joshua. Everyone knows it. And I have show business partners like BK who defended Anthony Joshua for a while, for, a year since I've been a huge critic of his. And he stayed my subscriber. He stayed a show business partner. So shout out to you, BK. But the truth of the matter is I've been a huge critic of his. And I have gotten to a point, especially after speaking with one of my boxing sources who is pretty close to the situation. Spoke to him yesterday, and he's in my comments at times, and he's gonna remain nameless for the moment. But after speaking with him yesterday, I've gotten to the point where it can't be all Anthony Joshua's fault, man. All this stuff, Deontay Wilder, Dillian White, Miller, all the stuff that happened, Tyson Fury, with negotiations and stuff like that, yeah, I think it's partially their fault, Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn's team. But the thing is, there's two sides to every coin. And it got to the point where I'm going to other channels and everyone's saying the same thing. And if you guys know anything about ShowBizz the Adult, I hate being grouped in anything. So I start thinking on the opposite. I start looking into other things, and especially after speaking with my source yesterday. I just can't be on any bandwagon and just listening to everyone jump down Anthony Joshua's throat. I started looking at things, and really, people were pricing themselves out. Dillian White, he was dude, everyone thinks that they're Tyson Fury. Okay, everyone thinks they're Tyson Fury out there. It got to the point where it was very hard to negotiate. Okay, everybody wanted to have that, negotiation situation where they price themselves high. Like, look, man, I'm worth this much, and I understand it. Get what you're worth, but don't be delusional. So it can't be all Anthony Joshua and them. It can't be all their fault. And actually, I'm sick of my own shit, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of just jumping down Anthony Joshua's throat, man. I'm looking at the whole thing now from, more of a bird's eye view, and there's no way it was all 100% the fault of Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn. There's no way, man. So I'm just happy that, I got tired of not seeing a very good fighter like Anthony Joshua get the fights, man. Like, I know it's just February, but I was starting to think like, his first fight in 2019 is going to be in June. I was just starting to kind of panic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still want to see the guy fight. I don't want the worst for him. I want the best for him. I want him to cement a great legacy. And it was getting to the point where I'm like, wait a minute, man, there's no way it's all Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn's fault, man. So, yeah, man, I'm happy to see that he's going to be jumping in this market, doing his thing in the States. I know Big Baby Miller isn't, the greatest heavyweight in the world, but was fielding. This is going to be Anthony Joshua's first fight on DAZN, I believe. And, hey, show up. Have that fight with Miller, knock him out. Do whatever and make a splash so people would know who this, 3 title holder really is in the heavyweight division, man. He definitely looked the part. He boxes the part. So, it's going to be good for him to fight in the Garden and for people to get to know him. But, the biggest thing is, man, I'm done. I'm done. I was sick of my own shit. I'm done just jumping down that man's throat. There's no way it is 100% the fault of Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua on how things were going. And, you know, after hearing Anthony Joshua talk at the end of 2018, I realized that Anthony Joshua wasn't afraid of anybody. Maybe Eddie Hearn was a bit nervous, but not Anthony Joshua. So, you know, right now I'm just rooting. Where I stand now, if you guys want to know where ShowBizz the Adults stand on this whole heavyweight division, I am just rooting on seeing the fights. I'm rooting for that. I'm rooting for seeing, you know, we're going to get that rematch with Wilder and Fury. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the winner fighting Anthony Joshua. I'm looking forward to Usyk entering the heavyweight division. I'm looking forward to Dillian White getting in there. Ortiz, you know, getting in there. Maybe we can see Joshua against Ortiz soon before Ortiz become 50. I don't know how old he is. But, you know, at this point, if you want to know where ShowBizz the Adults stand, that's where I stand. I'm just looking forward to the fights, man. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you guys think that all of this, you know, all this stagnant, this slow moving, you know, this gear grinding negotiation process with all these heavyweight fighters when it came to Anthony Joshua was 100% the fault of Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua? Or do you think that, you know, there's two sides to the coin? I'll tell you this, man. I just cannot subdue to the idea that it's 100% the fault of Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, and I don't stand on that idea anymore. And really, just hearing the way everybody was talking on the boxing scene, it just started to make me sick, and I'm not going to sound like everyone else. So, ShowBizz the Adult, I'm out.